Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For today's box opening, we're going to take a look at another March of the Machine collector booster box. I was hoping to have some aftermath in by now, but they're not here yet, so we're going to continue to open up regular old March of the Machine. But because it's a collector box, we do have the opportunity to potentially see a serialized card or potentially one of the etched foil cards from the Multiverse Legends that is of significant value. So with that, let's go ahead and crack open these 12 packs, run the analysis, see how this box compares to the others that we've opened up on the channel, and just kind of enjoy the ride. If I can get them open. There we go. These are extremely tough to crack open. All right, so this one's going to start off with a Swordsworn Cavalier. Then we're going to see a Realmbreaker's Grasp, a Traumatic Revelation, followed by a Volcanic Spite. Then we're going to see a Thunderhead Squadron, followed by Ramasonian Greatsword. Then we got a Glistening Deluge with a Full Art Swamp. And then we are going to see a Breach of the Multiverse coming in as our main set rare, followed by an Inga and a Sika coming in as a showcase rare. Then we've got a Fire Main Commando coming in from the Commander set. Then an Inga Rune Eyes, just an uncommon from the Multiverse Legends, followed by an Inga Rune Eyes in etched foil. Then we've got a Galta and Maverin coming in as a foil showcase. And we're going to see a Halo foil Lathiel the Bounteous Dawn. Very nice. And then we're going to see a Soldier Dinosaur token in the back. So the Halo foils in person, if you have not seen them, just stop by your local card store and just take a look. They are a very interesting foiling treatment. Just the swirling pattern looks really good. No idea yet whether they're going to be curl resistant. I guess we'll see. So we got a Deadly Derision in pack 2 with a Bloodfell Caves, an Oculus Whelp, followed by a Burning Sun's Fury, then a Standard Plains with a Kami of Whispered Hopes, followed by a Seraph of New Capenna. Then we're going to see ourselves a Full Art Forest with Realmbreaker, the Invasion Tree, coming in as our main set rare. And then we're going to see a Dusk Legion Duelist coming in an extended art non-foil, followed by Excise the Imperfect coming in from Commander. This is actually going to be the fourth most valuable card that we can pull out of Commander in extended art, valued just around $3. Then we're going to see Jury Master of Review in regular foil, and we're going to see a Halo foil, Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive, just an uncommon, but I'm just kind of moving it around so you can kind of see that swirling pattern. It looks really good. And then we got an Archpriest of Shadows in extended art foil, followed by Ayara, First of Locthwain, coming in from the Multiverse Legends. And then we're going to see an Incubator Phyrexian in the back. Fantastic. So how's everybody liking March of the Machines? Are you over it? Are you over the aftermath even before it began? I know it's a very tiny set with only 50 cards and 4 to 5 different variants, so when we open those boxes up, duplication is going to be a critical factor for the analysis. All right, so we got ourselves a preening champion here with a Bola Slinger, followed by a Karsus Depth Guard. Then we're going to see a Sunder the Gateway, followed by a Vanquish the Weak. Then we've got ourselves an Elvish Vatkeeper with an Invasion of Kamigawa. That's our first invasion of the box, with a Forest. And then we're going to see a second Invasion of Fioria, coming in as a rare invasion. Then we get a Doomscar Warrior coming in extended art, followed by a Filigree Vector coming in from the Commander set, with a Yargle Glutton of Urborg as a foil from the Multiverse Legends, with Dina Soul Steeper Uncommon Etched foil. Then we got a Sword of Once and Future coming in an extended art foil. This is going to be a decent hit for us, valued over $10. So we'll put that one right over there. And then we get an Atris Oracle of Half-Truths coming in from Multiverse Legends in the back as our foil rare, and then a Phyrexian Incubator in the back. All right, next pack up, we got ourselves a Flannel Flourish with an Iridescent Blade Master, an Aerial Boost, a Flittering Gorilla. Then we get a Knight of New Coalition, followed by Corruption of Tawashi, with a Copper Host Crusher. Then we're going to see our Full Art Mountain with Zergo and Ujatani coming in as a mythic from the main set. Following that, we're going to see an Errant and Giada coming in showcase from the main set. Then we're going to see Alanda and Azor coming in from the Commander subset, Mythic. And then Finn the Fangbearer, foil showcase there from Multiverse Legends, with Rada Coalition Warlord in Etched. And then we're going to see Heliod, the Radiant Dawn coming in showcase from the main set, with Kendrith the Returned King coming in regular foil from the Multiverse Legends. Very nice to see that as a Mythic. And then we're going to see an Incubator and a Phyrexian in the back. So if you're looking to save some money off of your March of the Machine or a March of the Machine Aftermath, I encourage you to head over to trollandtoad.com and use my promo code MTGBox5. That'll save you 5% off any purchase on any item directly sold by them. So there are some merchants that sell through trollandtoad.com, but if you buy directly from them and use my code MTGBox5, you can save yourself 5% off anything. All right, so we got an Infected Defector, followed by a Dismal Backwater with a Redcap Heel Slasher, an Overgrown Pest, Pyretic Prankster with a Surge of Salvation coming in from the main set. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Eldraine with our Full Art Plains, my favorite land from the set. And then we're going to see a Transcendent Message coming in, foil rare, followed by Progenitor Exarch. Then we're going to see a Vulpine Harvester coming in from the Commander subset. Then we get an Agar the Freezing Flame, followed by Finn the Fangbearer in foil etched, with Realmbreaker the Invasion Tree coming in extended art foil in the back. And we got one more. We got a SRAM Senior Edificer coming in, second etched foil for this pack. Very cool. And then we get an Incubator Phyrexian in the back. So the etched foils, you can only get them in collector packs, but there's not a ton of them that are super duper high value. There's Ragavan, which is the most valuable at $72. He's always going to be the one that you're looking for. Other notables are Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite, Skithrix, the Blight Dragon, and then Atraxa Praetor's Voice. Those are going to be your top 3 etched foils that you're looking for. All right, so we got a Tenured Oilcaster, followed by an Alabaster Host Sanctifier. Then we're going to see a Blossoming Sands, a Timberland Ancient with a Searing Barb. Then we've got a Joyful Storm Sculptor with a Sunblessed Guardian and our Full Art Island. Then we've got Omnith, Locust of All from the main set, foil rare, followed by Vorinclex coming in. Very nice to see that mythic. Vorinclex is going to hold some value, valued currently over $10. So we'll put Vorinclex over here on this side. And then we're going to see Shivadralic Alliance coming in from Commander. This is going to be the second most valuable card at just over $5. Then we get a Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive in regular foil treatment, followed by Rona, Shieldred's Faithful in etched foil. And then we're going to see Dejaru and Hezeret coming in foil from the Multiverse Legends. And behind that, we're going to see Brundaclad Telcor Engineer from Multiverse Legends. And then we get the fake Ragavan, the first mate Ragavan, with a Spirit Token in the back. So a little bit of a tease there. That is not the monkey we were looking for. All right, moving into stack 2. So we got an Aki Scrap Jumper, followed by a Mirrodin Avenged. Then we're going to see a Wary Thespian, followed by a Placid Rottentail, a Zalfirian Shapecraft, with a Shivan Branch Burner, followed by an Invasion of Vryn. Then we're going to see ourselves a Swamp, and we're going to get a Tally Primal Conqueror coming in as our rare from the main set. Very nice. Then we're going to see a Grafted Butcher in extended art, followed by Essence of Orthodoxy coming in, main set extended art. And then we're going to see Pharija, Judge of Valor, just a foil uncommon, followed by a Moti, Celebrant of Bounty. This one's going to be in the Halo foil. It's a little bit subtle the way they did it on this card because it's just the inner frame and the outer frame. The actual text doesn't have it. So if you can kind of see that there, that's pretty cool though. And then we're going to see ourselves Rowan's Talent coming in from Commander as a foil extended art, followed by Aramixie's Slumbering Isle in foil in the back with the Incubator and the Phyrexian. So we're down to 5 packs here. All right, kicks off with a standard mountain. I hate the fact that they put regular old lands in here in addition to the extended art. I would much rather have a common than a foil land in a collector pack. Note to WotC. Then we get a Phyrexian Archivist, followed by a Moment of Truth. Then we get a Dreg Recycler, followed by an Aetherblade Agent. Then we're going to see a Streetwise Negotiator with an Invasion of Pyrula. Yep. Then we get ourselves a Full Art Mountain with Elspeth's Talent coming in foil. So just a note, you can get several regular frame commander cards in foil in these packs. This is one of them. And then behind that, we're going to see a Guardian of Giapur coming in extended art non-foil with a Conclave Sledge Captain coming in as a non-foil extended art. Then we get a Modi Celebrant of Bounty. So now we've gotten 3 emotes. And then we're going to see Shauna Sisay's Legacy coming in etched with an Into the Fire in foil extended art with a Captain Lannery Storm coming in from the Multiverse Legends with a treasure and a dinosaur in the back. So not a ton of high value cards in this particular pack or this particular box thus far. It's been kind of a dud. We've only had, I think, 1 card valued over $10, and that was the Sword of Once and Future in foil extended art. So hopefully there's something else hiding in here. So we got a Thornwood Falls, followed by a Meeting of the Minds, a Beamtown Beatstick, then an Urn of Godfire, followed by an Izumi Informant, then a Halo Forger, an Artistic Refusal, followed by our Full Art Plains, a Glistening Dawn. Then we're going to see a Fairy Mastermind coming in extended art from the main set. Another good hit, so finally a second card valued over $10. And then we're going to see Shyla and Halal coming in mythic from the Commander set. And then a Quenda Pride of Femerith in foil from the Multiverse Legends with a Renata Called to the Hunt in etched. Complete the Circuit in extended art foil with Taegum Ujitani Master in foil in the back there with our Incubator and Phyrexian. All right, 3 packs remaining. Still looking for that high value card. Looking for Ragavan. Looking for Elish Norn. Looking for anything with a serial number on it. Doesn't matter what it is at this point, I'll take it. We got ourselves a Chomping Kavu, Furnace Host Charger, an Enduring Bond Warden with an Unsealed Necropolis. Then we get an Expedition Lookout, followed by a Merciless Repurposing. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Lorwyn, followed by our Full Art Island. And then we're going to see an Invasion of New Phyrexia coming in from the main set. I thought this was one of the high value. It is. So this is valued at just over $9 in non-foil. And then we're going to see one of our borderless cards here. This is going to be Ren and Realmbreaker. This is going to be another card valued over $10. Fantastic. In fact, that's the most valuable borderless card you can get because there's only 3 in the set. Then we're going to see Rowan's Talent, an extended art non-foil, with a Shauna Sisay's Legacy in regular foil, followed by Jury Master of the Review in etched, with a Yargle and Multani coming in regular foil, and a Halo Tyessa Karloff coming in. Very nice to see that. Valued currently over $10. So that was an amazing pack with 3 cards valued over $10. And then we get an Incubator with a Phyrexian. So finally, we're seeing some value here. Let's hope that doesn't stop and that we have another pack that's on fire like that one was. All right, so we're going to see an Etched Host Doombringer, followed by Atraxis Fall, a Stupid Forest, a Furtive Analyst. Then we're going to see a Cut Short, a Stormclaw Rager, followed by an Invasion of Kylum with a Full Art Swamp, then a Bloodfeather Phoenix, followed by an Into the Fire extended art with a Wildfire Awakener from Commander, Renata Call to the Hunt in regular foil, and then we're going to see Timuret Chosen from Death in that Halo foil treatment. Very nice. And then we get a Saint Taft and Rem Carlos coming in as an extended art foil from Commander. And then we're going to see Kihira, the Orphan Guard, coming in regular foil from the Multiverse Legends with a Monk and a Knight. All right, final pack. Here we go. All right, so this one kicks off with a Negate. And then we're going to see a Windscarred Crag, followed by a Thrashing Frontliner, a Halo Hopper, Golden Scale Aeronaut. Then we got a Scrappy Bruiser with a Zalfirian Lancer, a Full Art Forest with an Invasion of Call Time. There we go. And then we are going to see Heliod, the Radiant Dawn, coming in Showcase, followed by a Deluxe Dragster coming in from Commander. Then we're going to see Rona, Sheoldred's Faithful, uncommon from the Multiverse Legends, with a Daxos, Blessed by the Sun in etched foil. And we're going to see a Hoarding Broodlord in foil extended art with a Judith the Scourge Diva coming in the back. All right, and then we get an Incubator and a Phyrexian. So give me just a moment. I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. In today's analysis, we'll be comparing the cards that we saw in today's box to the cards that we were eligible to obtain inside of a collector booster pack. Then we'll examine the set coverage for each of the 3 sets, as well as coverage by rarity. Then we'll review the current set value for each of the 3 sets and break down the actual observed value for each. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box and 100 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's get things started by reviewing the contents of the box in comparison to the cards that we were eligible to see. Using this chart, we can see the non-foils we observed from the main set in green, the foils we observed in orange, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we were only eligible to see Showcase, Borderless, Extended Art, and the serialized cards. In today's box, we ended up seeing 4 non-foil Showcase, 1 Borderless, and 8 Extended Art cards, but none of the 5 serialized cards. In the foil space, we saw between 11 and 17 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic, plus 4 foil Showcase and 6 foil Extended Art cards. In collector booster packs, the only cards that you're going to see from the Multiverse Legends subset are the 65 cards in either traditional foil, etched foil, halo foil, or if you're really lucky, the serialized double rainbow foil. In today's box, we saw between 1 and 2 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic in traditional foil, as well as 12 multicolor cards. We also picked up 10 in etched foil and 5 in halo foil. From the Commander subset, you can see 8 traditionally framed cards in foil, plus 54 extended art cards either in non-foil or foil. In today's box, we saw 1 traditionally framed card in foil, 2 foil extended art cards, and 11 non-foil extended art cards. Moving into coverage, from the main set, we saw 14% of the Showcase cards, 33% of the Borderless cards, and 21% of the Extended Art cards in non-foil out of today's box. This gave us 18% coverage of the 74 cards that we were eligible to see. In the foil space, we saw 115 of the 360 cards from the main set that we were eligible to pull in foil. This gave us 32% coverage of the set. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in black with 40% coverage. From the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw 15% of the etched foils and 8% of the halo foils. In the traditional foil space, we saw 21 of the 65 cards in foil, giving us 32% coverage. And in the Commander subset, we saw 11 of the 54 extended art cards in non-foil for 20% coverage. We also saw 1 of the 8 standard frame cards that we could have pulled for 12.5% coverage, and 2 of the 54 extended art cards for 4% coverage. Pivoting the coverage by rarity, in the non-foil space, we were only eligible to pull rare and mythic cards from the main set. In today's box, we saw 11 rares for 20% coverage and 2 non-foil mythics for 10% coverage. In the traditional foil space, we saw 57 commons, 24 uncommons, 18 rares for 16% coverage, and 3 foil mythics for 9% coverage. From the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw a combined 12 uncommons in the etched foil and halo foil space for 15% coverage. We also saw 3 rares for 3% coverage. Unfortunately, we didn't see any etched foil or halo foil mythics in today's box. In the traditional foil space, we saw 60% of the uncommons of the set, 27% of the rares, and a single mythic, which was good enough for 7% coverage. Finally, in the Commander subset, we saw 9 of the 48 rares for 19% coverage, and 2 of the 14 mythics and non-foil for 14% coverage. In the traditional foil space, we saw 2 rares and 1 mythic. In total, this box contained 51 rares and 9 mythics from the 3 sets. Before we take a look at the value in today's collector booster box, let's review the value of the cards in each of the sets. This chart shows all the cards from the main March of the Machine set using non-foil market prices as of May 14th, 2023. Excluding serialized cards, there are currently 14 cards valued over $10. Here's a look at the top 5 most valuable cards. They're going to be the Urabrask and Standard Frame, and either the Showcase or Standard Frame Elish Norn and Sheoldred. Since my last box opening, Sheoldred has moved above Elish Norn in total value. The set also features 14 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 38 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 294 cards from the main set are currently valued under $1. If you were to add up the total non-foil market price of all 360 cards, you'd be looking at a grand total of $437.89. And here's a look at the actual value that we saw from the main set today in non-foil. We ended up seeing 2 of the 14 cards valued over $10 in today's box. We saw the Extended Art Fairy Mastermind valued at $11.75, and the Borderless Wrenn and Realmbreaker valued at $13.21. We also saw 1 card valued between $5 and $10. The other 10 non-foils from the main set that we saw are currently valued below $1. In the traditional foil space, we ended up seeing 2 more cards valued over $10. They were the Standard Frame Atali Primal Conqueror, valued at $11.21, and the Extended Art Foil Sword of Once and Future, valued at $16.97. We also saw 2 cards valued between $5 and $10. Plus, we saw 8 foils valued between $1 and $5. The other 105 foils from the main set that we saw are currently valued less than $1. Now let's take a look at the value of the Multiverse Legends subset. This chart shows all the cards from the subset that you can pull from a collector booster box, again using non-foil market prices as of May 14th. Excluding serialized cards, there are currently 32 cards valued over $10, and 5 of them valued over $50. They are the Halo Foil Skithiryx, the Blight Dragon, valued at $50.13, the Halo Foil Atraxa Praetor's Voice at $67.34, the Etched Foil Ragavan Nimble Pilferer, valued at $72.23, and a Rising Star, the Halo Foil Kennerith the Return King, valued at $80.32. Finally, the largest value card in the subset is the Halo Foil Ragavan Nimble Pilferer, valued at $174.55. The subset also features 15 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 36 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 110 cards from the subset are currently valued less than $1. If you were to add up the non-foil market prices of all 195 Standard Frame, Etched Foil, and Halo Foil cards, you'd be looking at a grand total of $1,231.53 in market value. And here's a look at the value that we actually saw from the subset. We picked up 1 of the 32 cards valued over $10, and it was the Taesa Karlov in Halo Foil, valued at $12.13. We also saw 2 cards valued between $5 and $10. The remaining 33 cards from the Multiverse Legends subset that we saw are currently valued less than $1. Finally, here's a look at the market value of the 62 cards that you can pull from the Commander subset. Currently, there are no Commander cards valued over $10, and only 3 Extended Art cards valued between $5 and $10. There are 11 cards valued between $1 and $5, but the other 48 cards are valued under $1. If you were to add up the market value of all 62 cards, you'd be looking at a grand total of $60.42. And here's how today's box performed. We pulled 1 non-foil valued between $5 and $10, which was the Extended Art Chivalric Alliance, valued at $5.68. We also saw 4 cards from the Commander subset, valued between $1 and $5. The other 9 cards were valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box through a Patreon agreement for $209 even. The current market price for these boxes as of May 14th is $211.74. Today's Collector Booster Box contained 12 packs with 15 cards each, allowing us to see 180 total cards plus 12 tokens. The 12 tokens that we saw are currently valued at $3.22. The 15 basic lands have a combined value of $2.86. The 57 commons from the main set are valued at $4.93. The 24 uncommons are currently valued at $8.42. The 29 rares that we saw have a current market price of $47.72, and the 5 mythics are valued at $48.39. The 36 cards that we saw from the Multiverse Legends subset are valued at $29.73, and finally, those 14 Commander cards are valued at $17.95. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be a disappointing $163.19 in market value, which means that this box is a loss of $46.31 and means that the box only returned 78% of my purchase price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 12 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $107.89, which means that those 12 cards represent 66% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching. I want to take a moment to give a special shout out to all of the channel members. Your support helps fund this operation and allows me to create the content that you all enjoy. If you're not yet a channel member, I invite you to consider becoming one. By joining, you'll gain early access to videos and many other perks. If you're interested in supporting the channel but don't want to become a member, there are several other ways that you can show your support. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue with the channel. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, do something amazing.